What's up, you fish hacks? Welcome to Tim's School of Fishing. Class is in session. Today, I want to talk about the brand new CIVIVI Sentinel Strike. Pow! Hey, Bubba! Let's hear 10 fishing fellas talk about knives again.
He's definitely on the government watch list.
This is essentially a CIVIVI budget version of the very popular WiHa. It is a flipper tab. It also has a thumb hole, and it also has thumb stud. It is a button lock. It has an aluminum handle. I think that aluminum is criminally underrated as a handle material. It's light, it's tough, it looks good, it feels good in the hand. Got an FRN integral backspacer that wraps all the way around the handle. It has a lanyard hole for the 2 guys in the world that like to put lanyards on their knives. It has a reversible clip that is connected from the top by a ceramic bead glass breaker. Nice jimping on the back of the blade there. It's got some nice fine jimping all the way around on that flipper tab. Easy to flipper deploy. Pow! Easy to reverse flick. Schwag! Easy to thumb stud flick. Bam! The blade shape on this is a modified Warncliffe sheep's foot reverse Tonto blade, whatever you want to call it. It is K110 steel, which is essentially just D2. This one comes in at 8.5 inches, so it is a big boy. It's very well balanced and centered. Extremely sharp right out of the box. So let's talk about the ergos on this thing. It's got a nice, huge forward finger choil that you can really choke up on. It's great for pinch grip. A nice neutral handle shape. No hot spots on this thing at all. Overall, this is a good knife. I love that CIVIVI is introducing some of their more premium designs in a budget version. I think that's great, and I hope they continue to do that. Let's talk about what I don't love about this knife. And there's a few things. We wouldn't be knife guys if we did not nitpick. So what do I not love? FRN. It feels like plastic to me. It's strong, tough, it's durable. I would have preferred G10 or maybe even aluminum. Probably would have preferred that even over G10. I also don't like the fact that there is both a thumb hole and thumb studs. Now the thumb hole is great. It's the design of the thumb hole is perfect. This thing is super easy to reverse flick. The thumb studs work great. There's no complaints there. I would have preferred it if it had just a flipper and just thumb stud, or just a flipper and just the thumb hole. But I don't really like all three. I think it's just too busy and takes away from the aesthetic of the knife. I would have preferred it better without those thumb studs. It makes the aesthetic of the knife better. I think it looks so much better that way. I wish that they had extended the jimping farther up the blade. They did give us a nice, big, generous finger choil. If you really choke high up on this thing, you can see how high my thumb goes up there, and the jimping ends right there. I would have preferred if they gave us more jimping on the back of the blade. I also don't love this glass breaker bead. It's not pokey, it's not sharp, it's just a ceramic bead. It doesn't get caught on anything. It's not in the way. It's going to be difficult to remove that nut to reverse the clip. And I also think it's kind of gimmicky and just unnecessary. I think most guys that would think about having a glass breaker have either a dedicated glass breaker in their car or in their everyday carry pack. I don't think that we need that. Another thing that I don't love, we have T8 on the pivot, but T6 everywhere else. I feel like if you're going to give us T6, that's Sencut territory. Once you get up over $50, $60, maybe $70, for a lot of guys, you are no longer in the budget territory. So give us T8 at $85, and this is the cheapest version of that. It's not going to cost you any more to give us T8 hardware all the way around. And most people are going to prefer T8 because it doesn't strip as easily. Another thing I don't love is K110 on the blade steel. Blade shape is beautiful. It's functional. It has a great stonewash finish on it, but it's essentially D2. I mean, are you trying to trick people and call it K110? That's just like a brand name of D2. And CIVIVI does a good job on their D2. I think you should have done this in Nitro V or maybe 14C 28N, but just giving us D2 and calling it K110, I don't think that's great. I get some stickiness on the plunge lock. It sticks a lot of time. That's probably going to work itself out with use, or if I really wanted to, I could just drop a little Teflon powder on there right now. Just drop a little Teflon in there and fix that. What I've come to expect with CIVIVI and Sencut button locks, they're usually on point, right on the money. This particular one is soft and it sticks sometimes, and I just don't think that's great. So, CIVIVI Sentinel Strike. I like it. I don't love it. And I know a lot of guys in the knife community are loving the Vision FG and the Sentinel Strike right now. I like this knife. I don't love this knife. I think they were close to having a great knife. There's a lot about this knife that I do love, but there's enough that I don't. I'm going to say it's good, but it's not great. And with just a few little tweaks, some better jimping, some G10 or maybe aluminum here, and some T8 hardware all the way around instead of T6, this would have been a great knife. Should you go out and pick one up? Yeah. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's not a terrible knife. It's good. It's almost an $85 knife, but not quite. So there you go, boys and girls. Pow! Those are my thoughts on the brand new CIVIVI Sentinel Strike. Tell me in the comments down below if any of you guys have this knife yet. And what are your thoughts and impressions on this knife? I would love to know. Don't forget, there is still time to enter the Week 6 Mystery Tackle Box giveaway. I'm giving away 15 boxes, so you guys make sure to go and check that out. I will link it down below. All you have to do to win that box is be subscribed to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I appreciate you liking my videos and commenting. That's it for this episode of Tim's School of Fish, boys and girls.
Class dismissed.